My friends, ladies, gentlemen, and velociraptors, we have a lot to talk about today. We have a lot to talk about in particular because Bitcoin has finally broken above 112,000. We have got that glorious run up. Absolutely phenomenal, absolutely beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, we are rising, and we're rising more than the rising sun in the morning. Every time you look and the sun rises in the east and sets in the west and the sun is just rising. Bitcoin is doing more than that. We hit $117,000 from the moment of the breakout. Over the last few hours, we saw an increase of just about 5%. This is absolutely insane. And not only that, the markets have been really, really nice. This is my new Topstep account after I adjusted to trading the micro ES futures. Contracts are much better to trade now. It's a lot easier for me to get in on trends, protect the positions, let them keep moving. Had some really nice trades today. You can check all this. This is in a tracking link. It's linked in this video, and I'll put it in the pinned comment too, but you can actually check it. It's this link right here. You can just go and you can see everything. And you can track all my stats in the P&L for this Topstep account. The last one I reached the drawdown limit. I was just trading the ES. The sizing, the contract sizing is way too big on that. It just didn't work as well. But since I switched to micros, it's working fine. I'm winning about half the trades. Average loss is a little more than the average win. And all the trades are here. So far, it's been 3 trading days since we started this account, and I'm up, coming close to halfway to the growth target. The growth target's 9,000. Tomorrow, I might be able to get halfway there, and we'll see. And then in Forex trading, lo and behold, Forex trading's been pretty good too. I got stopped out of EuroCAD, but I'm in Euro USD and CHF JPY. Still, and those trades sit in about $20,000 of profit right now. So what I'm going to do here in this video is I'm going to go through Forex, I'm going to go through futures, and then we're going to glance at crypto. If you're not on my email list yet where I send an email out, I've been really bad about this. I haven't sent an email out the past few days. I've had so much going on here with these markets going crazy. But I send an email out almost every day with something that could help you in your trading journey. You can subscribe to that below. It's free. I just send out emails helping you in your trading. So let's go ahead and have a little gander, shall we? Let's go ahead and look at Euro USD first and foremost. I still sit in this trade. Why did I sell? This is a really, really crazy, complicated reason. Price goes up and then it goes down and then it goes up and down and up and down. And it had gone really far up, and I thought that it might go down. So as it started to go down, I got into a short position, and that short position has now gone into profit. I called this trade here in my group here. You can see it's in here somewhere, brothers and sisters. I think it's actually way further up, but this is the actual entry right here. It's from a couple days ago. I've sold. The risk on this trade was $30,000, and if it goes to the profit target, it will be a $30,000 profit. It's a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, with the idea that the trade is to be managed. If it starts breaking out of the trend, continuing further to the upside, I would essentially just close the trade at a small loss. So that is Euro USD, my friends. I sold it, put a stop loss really far above the highs, and is actively managing it. CHF JPY, I did not put a wide stop loss. We've got some nice structure being painted here. CHF JPY has broken the lows. Now it's coming back. It's coming back to retest this little area that it recently broke. And I still think I think it might go down. I mean, it's gone up really far in one direction, right? It's really overextended to the upside. Started faltering out here. Buyers kind of lost a lot of steam. So I just think price might go down. You don't really need these stupid little trend lines here. It's just the recent high. My stop is just above the recent high, so that if price breaks the recent high, then I will get stopped out above the recent highs right there. You can see where the stop loss is. But we have a lot of room for downside. Right now I'm targeting 180. That's subject to change. It's about a 1-to-6 risk reward ratio. I have elected to risk only $10,000 on this, so that if this loses, I lose $10,000. But if it wins, I make $50,000 or $60,000. I think technically it's $55,000. We got a one to what is that? 1 unit of risk to 5.5 units of potential profit. We're gonna see what happens here on CHF JPY, my friends. This is how I call the trades out. This is the Nick's Trades group. It's where I call all my trades. It's where you can hang out in the chat. You can ask me questions you want at any time. I can help you with whatever you want. Our members in here. This is one trade. This is one of our biggest trades we took on the live session today. It was a 1-to-4 risk reward ratio. there on MES futures. Again, you can just track all my stats there in the tracking link here at the Topstep account. But that was a good one as well. This is the Nix Trades group. You can join. It's missionfxtrading.com/NixTrades if you want to join in on that. It's a monthly subscription. And you can essentially just get unlimited help from me. I can yell at you in person on the Nix Trades group, and you can just ask me whatever you want. And you can follow all my live trades because I post all my live trades in here. Except for futures, it's hard to do that because they move so quickly. So for futures, I just start a live session in the morning, and we go for anywhere from 2 to 3 hours usually. Most days of the week, unless it's like a bank holiday or the markets aren't really moving, then we won't do a live session. But you can always ask me any questions in the group at any time. So I called those out, and I'm sitting in CHF, JPY, and Euro USD. Euro CAD, we took this trade. I thought that price was going to bounce here along the lows. We had a nice little trendy going. I'm here on the 4 hour. We had price going up. It pulled back, so I bought right here at these lows. I had to stop just underneath the lows. It did break the lows. It actually came back to retest them. It would have been a good trade to get shorty on, but I didn't take a short trade because this is around the session changeover. So, it is what it is. It didn't work out. I lost $10,000 on that trade. Had the potential to make a little over 4 units of profit. So if this continued somewhere near the highs and I either closed it manually or the take profit was hit, it probably would have been a 1 to 4. So about a $40,000 potential profit. Things have been going so much better in Forex since I switched brokers, and I'm no longer with the U.S. regulated broker I was with, which was such a pain in the ass. Just couldn't trade with them. I made a whole video about this, so please check that out if you're wondering why I'm no longer trading with a U.S. regulated broker. So this stopped out. A couple other trades that I'm looking for. I think Euro GBP might be headed to the downside. Again, we don't need trend lines. You can just look at the lows and highs for reference. Trading is incredibly simple. The reason it's so simple is because you're just getting into a trade that you think presents a really low risk and the potential for a little more profit. You can do this with hedging. You can do this with dollar cost averaging. You can use stop losses. You can use risk rewards of 1 to 2 and up, or you can use a risk reward of 1 to 1 and just manually manage the trade if it looks like it's not going to work out. It doesn't matter. You just have to have some sort of controlled risk that ensures that you make a little bit more long term than you lose. Because if you don't, you can join the huge pile of failed traders. 90, 95, probably even higher than that. 95% of traders or more just lose money trading. Trading is risky and most people lose money. You probably shouldn't even be trading to begin with. But I'm trading, and I've been trading for almost a decade, and I've made millions in the stock market, Forex market, and crypto market. And for Euro GBP, I think that we might be going to the downside. I'm going to look for an entry tomorrow. The thing that I love about trading the way I do, you'll notice that now I've reset my chart. Actually, no, my chart's been the same for a while. I set it up in Topstep this way too. You'll see I just trade with black and white charts. All the candles are the same color. I don't need to be doing red, candles for bear candles and green candles for bull candles. I don't need to do any of that trash. I just look at the damn chart and ask myself, do I think it's going to go up or down? And then I buy or sell, provided I have a good risk structure and I can lose a little bit when I'm wrong and I make a little more when I'm right. I'll probably wait for this tomorrow. I don't expect this to set up since we're on the 4 hour. We only get 6 new candles per day on the 4 hour chart. 6 times 4 is 24 hours in the day. So this might set up on Sunday or Monday or Tuesday of next week. As we sit here, it is currently Thursday, July 10th. So we're going to see if that comes into it. As far as Forex, I don't really see many other trade setups here. I was looking at GBP AUD for a potential bounce at these lows. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is set an alert here right now. I'm going to set my alert. You feel free to set your alert as well. If you like. I've been posting some of this in the Telegram channel. I'll go ahead and put the link below. It's a private Telegram channel. I say private as it has 61,000 members in it. But I'll post the link below so you can join this for free. So you can get into the email list for free and Telegram channel for free. I'm still active a little bit in here. I post what I think is useful and necessary. I posted some of our live trades from the live session this morning. You can actually see some of these trades that we took. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. You can take it's easier when I'm live trading it because it's just so much easier to call it out. I post some stuff about Bitcoin. I'll post this link in the description. You can follow the Telegram channel below. And that's it for Forex. I do not believe there were any other setups I was looking for. I'm kind of waiting on a couple things here. GBP USD, I'm already in Euro USD, so there's no sense in me getting into another USD pair. If EU goes down, GU will probably do the same thing. I would essentially be taking the same trade but risking more. We've had a lot of movement today. Today has been an amazing day for movement. We've had big moves in one direction or the other. So I'm going to be looking at a couple of these setups here in Forex. I don't really have anything right now. There's a couple of them that might set up. Whatever I do, I'll call it out in the Nick's Trades group, of course. So if you're subscribed there to the Nick's Trades group in Discord, then you can follow along with that. So that's really it for Forex. Now, let's talk about futures. MES futures. You can trade the 15-second time frame like it is a daily chart. Now, why can you do that? And I'm trading it with Topstep. I had a TradeStation account I did for a month. I did pretty well on there. I grew one account from 5K to a little bit above that. The other account I grew from 5K to 8K. It all works fine on TradeStation. But with Topstep, it's really interesting because I have a $4,500 loss limit. So the maximum allowable loss now, they drag it up until you hit 150K loss. I have to grow this account to $9,000 of profit without incurring $4,500 of drawdown. So you kind of got to size appropriately. You have to make sure you're not risking more than a certain amount per trade. So that way during a losing streak, you don't hit the drawdown balance. But I've really enjoyed Topstep. Topstep has been really, really cool. So sweet. So I've got this on Topstep here. Now, why can you trade it like it's a higher time frame, but on the 15-second? Well, the reason is because there's virtually no spread. I know that some of you will say technically there is spread. What I'm saying is 90% of the time you click buy or sell, it fills you right at that exact price. So you don't really have to play all these games of like worrying about spread and everything like that. And you really don't have to worry about commissions either. So with futures, you can go and you can see here's all my trades. So for however long, but you can see all the trades I took today. For futures, you can just see that the commissions, like look at these fees, $3.70 for 5 contracts on the MES. So, with all the trades I've taken today, the commissions are maybe like less than $100, and I made whatever it was today, like $2,000, I think, or something like that, 2,500. What the hell was it? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Please excuse me. I'm not that good of a trader. I made like a little under $1,500 today, and 3,400 for the first week after starting this account. Maybe we'll have a green day tomorrow. Maybe we won't. Whatever it is, we'll see what happens. But futures are so easy because the commissions are low. The commissions are virtually nothing, right? But the movement is so high. This is a 4-hour time frame going to the 15-second on MES. You can just see how sexy price moves in the lower time frames. It's just so nice. Here, let's go ahead and get this like depth of market data out of the way here. But yeah, so futures have been going really nice. You can trade them so easily, like on the lower time frames. It's just so nice, right? It gives you something to do. It gives me something to do while waiting on the Forex trades to play out because they're swing trades. So that is futures. Again, you can follow us on my email list and Telegram, and if you want to join the Nick's Trades group, you can subscribe to that and you can check it out. I trade it live in the live sessions. We talk, we hang out, we just chill. So that's futures. So now let's talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, where are we going? I remain with my alert sitting at $130,000. So what I'm considering doing, I really don't have any answers for you. I'm just a man with no answers here, but I'm thinking Bitcoin's at least going to go to $130,000 this cycle. A lot of people have targets like $150,000. $175,000, $200,000 or more. I don't know if Bitcoin will go that far. It would take a lot of market capital. Now, we are seeing a lot of institutional adoption, a lot of government adoption. That could be really cool for Bitcoin. Bitcoin could continue rising like the morning sun that shines really brightly here. So bright. The future is so bright, I had to get these little divider things for my living room here because I live here in this high-rise building with a ton of windows. And with all these windows, the sun just starts rising and comes through the windows here of my high-rise building, and it gets to be a lot. So I've had to put these little dividers here because the future's just looking too bright right now on Bitcoin. This little ring light I'm shining on my face here so that you guys can see my face a little bit more clearly. We're going to zoom in so that you can get a really good shot of my face here. The future is so bright. It is just so sexy. And Here, look, this is how it actually looks right. I'm sitting here, this little divider thing, so I have to zoom in so that it doesn't look so shady. So the future's looking so bright here for Bitcoin. If we continue to see everything continue here on Bitcoin, we'll probably be going to $130,000. That's another like 15% move up, another 11% from where the price is currently at. So 15% from when it was down here, wherever the hell it was that I was looking at it. Where was it? So I guess from $11,000 when I was looking at it last, before this next leg continued up. Bitcoin shows no signs of stopping right now. We go to the lower time frames. We haven't really had a lot of selling come in, right? We had bull run last night, went sideways for a bit. Another bull run today, which was just absolute pure insanity. Like, is it legal for Bitcoin to go this high? It's looking pretty crazy right now. I don't really see any signs of things slowing down. The momentum is here. The momentum is clear, my dear. And things are so sweet and so sexy and so sassy that it just continues to go up. So that is Bitcoin for you right here. Now, I also still hold a position on Algorand. Algorand continues to rocket up. Today, I don't even know if I posted, but did I post anything in here about which direction this shit's going? I don't even know if I did. I'm up. This was earlier today, so I was up like, this is just one of my ledgers. I have a couple of them here. I've got a ledger for myself. I've got a ledger for my wife. I've got a ledger for my dog, Ruby. I've got a couple different ledgers. This is one of them today. It was up 30K. This same ledger is now up like $60,000 today. And this one, I keep about $1 million in Bitcoin, and I've got, like I said, a couple more. Algorand, you can see I have a small position here. About 10% of the portfolio weighted to Algorand. And then I also have some on Coinbase for Solana, so which leads me here to the next one. Now, where the hell am I getting out of Algorand? Algorand, I still think there's a lot of good potential, even if someone were to buy right now. I think we're going to see 40 cents again on Algorand during this last huge spike up here towards the end of last year. Algorand shot up from all the way down here 400%. And I didn't touch anything, right? So I didn't sell anything. So then it pulled all the way back down here, crashed. How much? 75%, just like all the alts did. I was able to add more positions, or just buy more of the tokens, and I think that we'll head to at least 40 cents, but really honestly, we could see 60 cents. I'm going to set an alert around this previous high here. I might be selling off a little bit here, maybe like 40 cents or so. And then if we see a pullback, I'll just add more back in. Just to 40 cents from where current market prices are, it's 84%. So maybe I'll make an extra $100,000 on price continuing to go up, which will be super, super sexy. Get this to about maybe like $250,000 worth of algo, sell it all, and that will be that. So Algorand's looking good. Solana, it's a big deal. Solana, if it just goes back to where we were at during this bull run at the beginning of the year, this is now, we're coming up on 6 or 7 months ago. If we just get back to the high from that initial pulse, that's 80% back to the highs. I could make a couple $100,000 on Algorand if it goes up. So the crypto market's looking good. The futures market's looking good. The Forex market's looking amazing, especially with the fact that now I can just trade normally with my broker I'm using now. I don't want to be affiliated with any brokers, and I also don't really want to be affiliated with Topstep because I haven't gotten a payout or anything. So, since I just started doing this, I'm still testing it out. I'm still learning futures. I've only been doing futures about a month and a half, and with Topstep, I've been doing it for less than 2 weeks. So I don't want to be affiliated with anything. I'm not affiliated with Topstep. I don't get anything. They don't pay me to tell you that I'm using them or whatever. But things have been going really, really amazing. They've been going so incredible. So incredible, folks. Believe me, it's the best market we've ever seen. And it's so true, folks. A lot of people don't like to talk about it, but we wouldn't have a crypto market if I were not president, folks. Believe me, it would be so sad. So sad. Just a horrible, horrible thing. So crypto, futures, Forex, everything is just so beautiful right now. So that's all I got for you guys today. Just wanted to give a little update as to where things are. This is super interesting. It's super fun. It's super sexy. Make sure you join my email list and Telegram channels for free. And if you want to get some little sexy mentorship from me, some one-on-one coaching from Nick Sean, make sure you join the Nick's Trades group. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. We need to stay on top of things here, so I'm probably putting out a video every single day for the next few days. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe here to my YouTube channel. I'm not going to ask you to like the video or comment or anything like that. All I'm asking you to do is pay attention to what's going on, because we have a market like I have never seen before. This is better, and it parallels, and it in fact pales in comparison to what we saw in 2020 during all the crazy stuff with the little illness thing that was going around at the beginning of the year in 2020, that made the whole world a really different place. I have not seen anything similar to what I'm seeing right now in the markets. There's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of good stuff. So with that being said, I'll see you in the email list on Telegram. And then for those of you who want to join the Nick's Trades group, make sure you go ahead and check that out. There'll be a link in the description. missionfxtrading.com/Nick's Trades. You can follow my trades. You can hang out. You can take these same trades like we took. We got Mark here, took one of the same trades as me on our live session this morning. And I will see you guys in the next video. So y'all have a good one. See you soon. Cheers. Super happy.